Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. As you know, if you've been watching the previous episodes, we are in a three-team race for the title of in the National League this season. The other two will end up in the playoffs. We play today one of those two sides that are chasing us at the top of the table. So it's a big 6-pointer. And we could be through to the semi-finals of the FA Trophy. Welcome along. Hello and welcome to episode 33 of From the Bottom to the Top. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you as usual. First of all, we have a very important Vanarama National League game against Newport County because it's a 6-pointer. We'll explain more in a moment, but against Newport County. Then we're going to play two games offline, and then we're going to come back for the Carshalton FA Trophy quarterfinal, which if we can beat them will mean a two-legged semi-final in the first couple of weeks of April, and that could mean a trip to Wembley if we can get that far, and if we manage to get promoted, will be the culmination of our season. Since you were last with us, as you will see, we have carried on our winning run as it is. It runs to 6 games now since we lost to Bromley. A 1-0 win, a hard-earned 1-0 win against Scunthorpe. They were a dogged side, should I say. We had to work hard to get past them. I say work hard. We did work hard, but they just seemed to be defensively quite sound. 24 shots, 10 on target. So we did our usual, stuff. Nobody was really, we weren't misfiring or anything. Just couldn't really get by them. Jack Nolan scored the only goal after 42 minutes. 42 minutes. Just have a quick look at that goal because I don't want you to think that you've missed out. Lovely build up from the back. Godsmart forward to Brunt. Brunt gets it forward to Nolan. Nolan hits it on the volley. First time and beats the goalkeeper. That was the sum total of getting it on. One of only getting, so their goalkeeper, I think, had if you look at the stats, had a really good game, kept them out, kept us out, shall I say. So a 1-0 win keeps us going, and at the top of the table does look like this. We have a 3-point gap to Notts County, who are in second on 82 points, and then right behind them, a further point away, 4 points away, Newport County, who are in third, and then it drops away to 73. So as it stands at the moment, we've got a good 12 points over Southend in 4th place. So unless something goes radically wrong with 11 games to play, unless something goes radically wrong, we should be in at least the top 3, which means that, as you know, that you get a bye, you go through straight to the semi-finals of the playoffs if you're in one of these two positions. Obviously, top of the table gets promoted. We have, by calculation, managed to achieve the worst that we could actually finish is 7th as it currently stands. And the teams below us have not got a chance now to catch us. So with 33 points still available, that will give them 83. We're on 85. And I think, if my memory serves me right, if it works out, 33 on that is 86. So if we can win this game, or at least get a point, we would be in a situation where the worst we could finish is 6th, and so on until we get up through. There's a bit of a gap there between Aldershot and Bromley, so it'll take us a while to suck up this one. Right, anyway, having explained all of that, I think it's high time we got on with the episode. First up, it's that big game against Newport County, and this is the side that is going to face them. And here's the team to face Newport. In goal, Smith, Robinson, Nelson, Fernandez, Godsmart, Ford are our defensive line. Harlock and Brunt in midfield with Shepherd, Williams, Nolan and McBride Up front on the bench, Allen, Sams, Hughes, Hales, Doherty and Russ. We have tweaked the tactic very, very slightly. We'll just see how we get on with this. We have Harlock as a deep line playmaker, Brunt as a box-to-box midfielder, Williams in the centre there as an attacking playmaker or advanced playmaker, and Shepherd is playing as a support role, and these two guys are playing attacking. Not quite sure whether it's a good time to experiment. We're about to find out. And we're underway for the first half here at Rodney Parade. And Newport having the early incursions. Not a lot happening in the first 15 minutes or so. 20 minutes. We've had a couple of shots, but not on target. They've had a couple of shots and on target. We have a throw-in on the far side, though. Robinson, Shepherd, who gave the ball away, but Fernandez was in there. Robinson. Finds Shepherd. Robinson. Harlock. Back to Robinson. He will be looking to try and get a crossing, I thought, but no, not. Harlock, deep. And Nolan gets a header. 28 minutes on the clock, I think, there or thereabouts. And it was well worked in the end. We held possession after Fernandez won the ball back. And Harlock and Robinson just really inviting a little bit of space. But Nolan, who was very closely marked, just out-jumped his defender. Quite sure how tall Nolan is, actually. We'll need to check at some point or other. Nelson heads that down, but heads it straight into the path of a Newport County player. They gets that forward. Fernandez gets under that one. Williams into the penalty area near enough. Shepherd from distance, and that just a little bit lower. Didn't really bother the goalkeeper, but rattled the top of the crossbar as it went over the top and into the crowd behind. We have a corner now. Robinson with the corner. It's a second goal, this time for Fernandez. His first goal, his fourth goal of the season. And right on half-time, we do go 2 up in this very important game. Lovely corner. And Fernandez taking over the mantle of Godsmart forward. And I think first half, I think we can be happy with that. We've managed to contain them to 2 shots, 2 on target, a .24 on the XG. We've had 9 shots, 4 on target, 50% there or thereabouts, 0.57 on the XG. So we could do with getting that up a little bit, and 56% of the possession. I'm reasonably happy with that first half. We need to continue it in the second half and really not let them get a goal back. If they get a goal back, it might just give them a sniff of trying to get back totally into this game. We need probably at least another goal to make this one watertight, and obviously see what the Notts County are doing, because this could lead to a little bit of space at the top of the table. Second half is up and running, and happy with that first half. We've told the boys that they had a good first half. Just need to see a little bit more from them in the second half. Conor McBride, who we put up front instead of Russ today, hasn't really done the damage that I was hoping that he was going to. We'll hang on to him up there at the moment. We've told him that he needs to buck his ideas up second half. I'd like to see him score a goal. In a way, I don't. Oh, and lovely one. That was Jacob Shepherd. His 6th goal. I said I wanted another one. We've got another one. 3-0. To be honest, don't mind who scores ultimately. I just want McBride to put in a decent performance. And I guess the defenders are marking him. They're not marking some of the others. And that's possibly the way to look at it. The other thing hang on a minute. We've got a highlight going on here. I was going to say the other thing that we probably need to take into account is, are we playing him in his best position? I don't know. The tactic. All Shepherd's going all the way here, and a bit of a lame shot at the end. So So we're playing him as an advanced forward. It's not his favourite, really. More a pressing forward. So let's just switch him to a pressing forward and see if that gives us a bit of impetus. He has improved slightly, but not fantastically. And Zach Brunt is the other one that maybe isn't functioning as well as he could do as that box-to-box midfielder. But for them now, the tactic appears to be working, and my little bit of experimentation, we seem to be climbing on the old XG, which is a good sign. So we're happy. We ought to have a look and see how the other teams are playing. As we head down to 70 minutes. Nolan is tired. And we've hit our usual change time. Right, Jack Nolan then can come off. We'll bring Hales Doherty on, who doesn't get much game time these days. McBride has picked up a yellow card as well and has dropped. So we're going to change it up, get Russ on. Let Will Russ turn around and make himself a... Do we put him as an advanced forward or do we have him as a pressing forward? Let's stick him as an advanced forward. Everybody else, I think, at the moment generally is okay. We'll just make that two changes. I say one change, but we've made two. So we'll go with that. Have a reasonably firm grip. I mean, this second half, they were 2 shots, 2 on target at half time. They've only had an extra shot, which has not been on target. So, to be fair, we've contained them very, very well. We've had 21 shots, 9 of which have been on target. Quite my 50%, but we'll do. Right. Do we go and make this final change? Luke Williams is tired. And it may be an opportunity for Ronan Hughes to come on in his place. Will Russ has come on and has got a 7.10. So he's performing better than Conor McBride. So maybe Conor McBride needs to go back out on the on one side or the other. Final change then, or do we change Godsmark forward? I'm thinking actually Luke Williams is tired, but Godsmark forward probably is more tired, and our defensive line is probably more in need of that than anything. Right, we'll go with that. Let's hope nothing major happens. I don't think it will. We are deep in. They're not going to get 3 goals back. We have got a win here. Well, they have a corner. McGavin with the corner swings it in. It's hit the woodwork and the kick has gone out. It's gone for another corner. Defender obviously putting that out. Well defended, whoever that was. And it's headed away by Nelson at 6'6" in there. But that ball given away. And Twanley flashing that away. In fact, it came off of Smith, who was... Smith, who went down to catch the ball. And... yeah, it was it skewed off him for that second corner. That's the end of the game. We have done a great job. 3-0 against Newport County. Exactly the result we wanted. The question is, has the result with Notts County gone the way we wanted it to? Let's find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going in our favour because Notts County only managed a 0-0 draw with Stockport County, which means that we have opened a 5-point gap up with 10 games to go. A 5-point gap over Notts County. And, of course, having effectively a 6-pointer against Newport County, we've opened a 7-point lead up against them now. So, really, it's all in our hands going forward. We just need to keep winning. We need to keep... just keep plodding along. We can probably afford the odd loss, but for now, it would be good to open that gap up to a good 10 points. And if we can get that to about 10 points, at least 3 games, we can afford to lose one and not worry too much, and they won't close the gap. Having said that, we do have a 6-pointer against Notts County, and if we can win that, assuming that Newport County don't start to catch us up, that could be the title decider. It'll be the game between us and Notts County, which comes a little way down the line. Right, with that all done, we will come back for the second game of the episode. we have a couple of games, so we'll see how we've progressed. We do have 2 games, Aldershot Town and Stockport County, who Notts County have just drawn 0-0 against at their place, so it's going to be a toughie. And then after those 2 games, we'll see how we get on in those. We will come back for the FA Trophy quarter-final against Carshalton. And you come back before we have a look at the team that will face Carshalton in the quarter-final of the FA Trophy for this season. We're going to have a quick look at what's happened since you were last with us. The 3-0 win against Newport County put us those strides ahead. I think we were 3 points ahead of Notts County and 7 points ahead. Or was it 5 points and 7 points? I think it was 5 points and 7 points, actually. Anyway, we went off and we had a 2-1 win against Aldershot. 2 goals up in this one. Jack Nolan after 33 minutes. Will Russ after 40 minutes. But Luke Jenkins getting one back at 82 minutes. Was a little bit squeaky bum time because we didn't want to concede another one. But as you'll see, we did quite well. 21 shots, 11 of which were on target. 50%, 1.74. So we were okay. But they did come back into it a little bit towards the end, just give us a little bit of a worry as we started to tire up. I made a tactical mistake in the next game against Stockport County, who actually, when you look at past meetings, we haven't beat yet in this save. FA Cup first round, a 1-1 draw, lost in extra time in the replay. That was a couple of seasons ago now, and then in the National League this season, we have drawn 2-2 with them at our place, and then 3-3 at their place. As I say, tactical mistake. It wasn't actually a tactical mistake, but what I didn't do was I didn't rest the players immediately after the Aldershot game, which meant by the time I realised I hadn't done it, it was a bit late to actually do too much, because if I did rest them, they would not be available for the game itself. So we had to really sift the team, rotate the team in order to get a reasonably fit team out against Stockport. And I think it upset the equilibrium a little bit. Yeah. So I think, to be honest, at the end, we were lucky to get away with a 3-3 draw. At one point, it did look as like we were going to lose it quite badly. As you will see, we went ahead after just 2 minutes. A goal from Will Russ. Good goal it was as well too. Will Russ scoring that one. They got back in via the penalty spot after 19 minutes. Gave away 2 penalties. 2 really, really stupid penalties. If you take that out of the equation and we hadn't given those away, we'd have been comfortable. But yeah, we gave away 2 stupid penalties. I think a little bit of tiredness, and we'd played Tom Allen and Tom Sands in defence because our defence was really depleted, and I don't think it did us a great deal of good. Anyway, 19 minutes, they scored, make it 1-1. A minute later, David Shaw getting a second to make it 2-1, made it look a little bit of a worry. Jacob Shepherd getting it back to 2-2 after 41 minutes, so we went in at half-time 2-2. Immediately 5 minutes into the second half, gave away another penalty, made it 3-2. But Jim Kellerman getting up to score the equaliser after 72 minutes, by which time they were tired, we were tired. We did bring on some fresh legs, obviously our usual 75 minutes. I think it was enough to keep us nose in front. Again, we didn't do bad. Shots on target 22. Shots 22. On target wasn't quite so good and missed our 50%, and that was where we damaged. But the point was they had 12 shots, 7 on target, and their XG, so what they were producing, was a lot better than ours. And that, I think, was the point. They had 2 clear-cut chances as well. So the other thing that did in our favour, I think, was the 60% possession. Right, so that's how it all ended. And as I say, a win and a draw in those 2 matches in between. Where does that leave us in the table? Still top, but they have closed the gap to 3 points. So I think we were 5 points. Notts County winning their game Newport County losing theirs. Fixtures and results. Here we go. That's what's coming up today. Well, not coming up today. Notts County beating Gateshead by 2-0. Newport County losing again by 1-0 against Boreham Wood. Boreham Wood, who are mid-table. So we have got an 8-point gap now on Newport County. So it is beginning to show as a 2-horse race or 2-team race. We're 3 points clear of them. But, as I say, we have got the 6-pointer coming up against Notts County. And that is so important to win. And if we can win that, by the time we're a few more games down the track, I think that will be the game that decides the title. So we will come back episode-wise for that. Right, without any more to do, it is time to have a look at the team that is going to face Carshalton in this one. It's a familiar side. We've sort of got over our little bit of need to rest, etc., etc. So it is Smith in goal, Robinson, Nelson, Fernandez and Lambixa in defence. Harlock and Brunt are midfield. McBride, Barrett and Nolan are attacking midfield, with Russ continuing up front. I generally do drop Adams off the bench, and I've realised I haven't done it. So let's just have a quick sort here. We have also brought in a player while you were gone as well. Hughes, Shepherd. We want another. Who have we got on the bench defensive wise? Got Smartfall can come in on this right side. Nelson can go out on the left if we need him to, and so he can go in the centre. But I'm just feeling that we should probably. Should we? Have we got another defender out there? I'm not sure we have got a defender out there actually. Definitely defend. Strangely enough, defenders wise, apart from Alan and Sam's, we are looking a little bit on the limp side, on the light side. Despite bringing in defenders during the season, we have got a couple out on loan. To be honest, Nathan Smith is out on loan. We might have a look and see how he's doing. Bring him back. He's not doing particularly well actually. So I think we need to strengthen defence going, especially if we're going up. We will definitely need to strengthen in all areas. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Tom Allen on the bench. So that's what we'll do there. That should give us the impetus. So Holmes, Hughes, Shepherd, Allen and Godsmart Ford on the bench. I think hopefully that gives us... Yes, since you were last with us, we have brought in Tom Cannon. He is a 21-year-old, 2.5-star potential. He's got potential 3.5, 4-star, maybe 4.5-star. So he has got a lot of potential. He is from Everton. So that's where we've picked him up from. Everton released him at the end of last season. He was floating around. He's been on trial with us pretty much since then. But I think we brought Holmes in front of him. Holmes not really doing it for me. And I think Holmes, he's with us until 2026. But if we get offered some money for him in the summer, I think he may well be on his way. He's not proved himself to me as yet. So Tom Cannon really is one for the future, but we might just give him a run out. In fact, I'm going to do that as a last change and potentially give him a bit of a run out today. We'll see. Right, that's the team that will face Carshalton in this quarterfinal with a two-legged semi-final at stake. First half underway. Carshalton playing in all red and have the first highlight. Long deep ball and well, inside 3 minutes we've given a goal away. That was a complete mess between Lambixa and Smith, and Smith, to be honest, is starting to lose his thing. He may be in jeopardy of losing his position in the side. Really weren't expecting Carshalton to do that, and Turner headed it down. Lambixa passed it back to Smith, who was on the ground, and the defender was there, just put it in the back of the net. What was going on there, I do not know. Right, given the opportunity in a minute, when we get rid of this highlight, we will give both Lambixa and Smith a bit of a a berate. Nolan, he's tried to curl that one in on the far post, but didn't manage it. Right, we will do that right now. Individuals. Smith and Limbixa. Tell them off. And we are in need of getting back into this game. Robinson. Panic yet. It's headed clear by the defence. Limbixa. Finds Robinson. Robinson back to Limbixa. Into Barrett. It's come off the post. And the defenders get it away. We're not having all we should be against them at the moment. And very sad state of affairs. We get to about half past and we've not got ourselves back in the game. We may well have to up the ante and go attacking. Fernandez threading that through, managing to get it out to Limbixa now. Limbixa, long cross, McBride, but he heads straight at the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper gets rid of it very, very quickly. Nelson heads it down to Robinson. Brunt. Harlock. Brunt. I mean, they are a team that are a couple of divisions below us. Really going to be. Robinson gets it through. He's crossed it. Nolan. It is a corner. But really would have expected them to put that away. We're missing our chances. Goalkeeper having a fantastic game. And again, Nelson heads straight into his arms. Bilbao. Remember that name. It might be worth checking him out. We have another corner. We're throwing everything on the kitchen sink at him at the moment. Robinson. Yes, finally there. Fernandez gets his 5th of the season. And we are back on level terms. 25 minutes, taken a fair old while. But as I say, we have been throwing the kitchen sink at them for a while now, under pressure. And the goalkeeper this time not able to do anything about that. His defence let him down. And we've got ourselves back on. Halifax Town beating Southport by 2-0. Newport County and Notts County, the two counties. Both at the moment not doing a lot. Robinson manages to get a boot to that, clips it round the defender and then puts it away. Russ is in space here, but it bounced and Bilbao was out very, very quickly. I do like him from what I've seen in this game. I know we want to beat him again. Barrett. Oh, try to get him down the near post, but he was too much of it. I'd have gone the other way. Right, let's drop a little bit of encouragement, shall we? Or should we demand more? Let's demand more. Probably won't be very happy with that because they've played really well. Hinchy has been told to calm things down. Referee being reasonably lenient. Nolan and the goalkeeper again. Or has that gone straight out, I think? I thought the goalkeeper pushed that away, but lots of shots, 9 on target. We're not really producing the end result, though, at the moment. And that is half-time. Lawrence Bilbao is definitely having a game of his life. He's saved 8 shots up to now. Right, we need to check him out. Lawrence Bilbao. I'm not going to touch him at this point in time because we know the FM tends to do, if you have a look at a player, it'll get you back. So we'll look at him at the end of the game. But we're doing everything right, just not getting the end result at the moment, i.e. converting those shots into goals. But I think that's on the main. We've had 9 shots on target. He's saved 8 of them. So he's having a fantastic game. Need to check him out. And we have a free kick. First highlight of the second half. Nolan misses the target, though, completely. No changes at half-time for either side that I'm aware of. Bilbao gets the ball away. And Robinson out there with him. A highlight that continues. Something's going to happen here. But Nelson heads it down. Brunt. Russ. Come on, Russ. Yes, the goalkeeper tried to pick that. That's the first mistake we've seen him make. It's his 25th, I think, of the season. And we go 2-1 up. It's been hard work, hasn't it? Really has. Not what we expected. But we are getting there. Brunt, nice ball to Russ. Question whether he was onside or not, but the goalkeeper tried to scoop it up, which seemed a really weird thing to do. A corner now. Robinson with the corner. Fernandez. Not quite on target. Notts County 3-0 up against Billericay. Dagenham, Redbridge and Newport County are 0-0. So Notts County turned on the tap. Fernandez goes out looking for McBride. McBride will get there. Crosses it deep for Russ. Defender equal to it, but Brunt has a go from distance and goes way over the top. Right, I think they've made a change. We will check that out. It's not telling us anything at the moment, so we're okay with that. I think we will stick with what we've got. Nelson tidying up in defence to Fernandez. Lembiksa to Russ. Russ to Nolan. Brunt has made some space for himself and with the opportunity there, fired it straight at the goalkeeper, who makes another save. Carshalton making some more changes now. Lovely through ball. All Brent had to do was chip him really, but he didn't. Robinson with the corner then. Robinson, Nelson, and just a bit too high. 64 minutes in, nothing doing. Robinson with a throw in. Barrett, Robinson back to Harlock. Harlock's been tackled, but Robinson mops up Barrett. Barrett was going to have a shot there. Brunt is, and Brunt scores from just outside the area. A screamer to take us 3-1. That makes things a little bit more comfortable, just in time for us to make some changes. And we've got highlights, replay now, so before I can make the changes. Lovely cross ball from Robinson. Barrett found Brunt. Brunt just teed it up and drove it from distance. Right, now we can have a look at those changes. Conor McBride, I'm not sure if it's just because of the inside forward bit. Perhaps the inverted winger would be better for him. Just swap them around a little bit. So we're okay. Let's give them a go. Harlock is okay in midfield. Do we, with that in mind, Russ has had a good game today. Got a goal. And what we're going to do, I think, as we are comfortable, we'll give Tom Cannon a run out up front there. And I think the other change we will make, Harlock is uninterested apparently, so we're going to make that change. Harlock for Hughes in midfield. Do we swap them two over? Yes, we do. That looks a bit better. Just those two changes for the moment, just not tempting any trouble. And we have a free kick. Nelson to Brunt. Brunt, Cannon, the first chance we've seen of him. Cannon gets the ball out to Lembiksa. Cross into the McBride. McBride gets his 5th of the season. And we are comfortable 4-1 now. We have a semi-final 2 legs coming up. And I have a suspicion we're going to end up with either Notts County or Newport County in that one. Lembiksa, lovely cross. Bride hugging his defender, but gets his head in a good position to score that goal. 86 minutes gone now, make our final change. And I think it's Conor McBride who's just scored that goal to come off. And we will bring Shepherd on for him. And I think Shepherd, actually, is he better? Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll put Shepherd as inverted winger. Get out there and make a difference. We're all good. We're comfortable in this one. 32 shots on target to date. Pretty much 50% where we like to be. And Carshalton give a good account of themselves. Very good account of themselves. 13 shots, only 3 on target though. Really give us a bit of a battle, certainly in the early stages until we started to up the ante a little bit. But Lawrence Bilbao, he is a good player. He's really been around and about. Nothing. I thought perhaps he'd been higher up the leagues, and they sort of got him from somewhere. Oh, he's 26 years old. We will add him to the shortlist. Just keep one eye on him, and we will also scout him as well. But yeah, he had a good game and kept us at bay for great lengths of time. 5-2 win against Darlington on our under-18s. Actually, don't want to do that. We want to come out of there and go back to there, don't we? Right. With that all done, let's have a quick look at the rest of the scores from this particular round of games. And then what we'll do is we'll have the draw for the semi-final. Well, it looks like Newport County have blown up because they've lost in the quarter-final to Dagenham and Redbridge, of all people. So that's 3 games. They lost to us. They've lost the last league game. And, well, they've definitely looked like they've lost track. Notts County ended up winning 4-1 against Billericay Town. Billericay getting one back after 83, just to make it look a little bit better. But then they got another goal a minute into injury time. Halifax Town drawing 3-3 in the end with Southport. Southport really coming back into that one. They were Halifax Town 2-1 up at half time. And yeah, a game of 2 halves, that for sure. Let's go through to the draw then. And finally, we get the draw for the semi-final of the Builder-Base FA Trophy, a 2-legged affair. And it's still in our Dagenham, Redbridge, Halifax Town or Southport, Farsley and Notts County. Right, here we go then. First out, Farsley. So we're at home in the first leg. And we will play Dagenham and Redbridge. We've avoided Notts County. And Halifax Town or Southport will be at home to Notts County in the first leg of that. That is confirmation then of that fixture rearrangements. I'll just go to inbox. And hopefully if we go to schedule now, we should see there they are, sandwiched between the Notts County game, the 2 Dagenham and Redbridge. So we are going away. We will come back for Halifax Town and Dagenham and Redbridge, Notts County and Dagenham and Redbridge. That will lead us pretty much by the time we get to Notts County. As I said, I'm of the view, unless something dramatic happens in these 3 games here, by the time we get to here, that will still be quite key to our season. And if it is, that could be the one that that wins us the title. And then we'll see which of these games we'll play. Certainly play. If that doesn't make the decision, or we lose to Notts County, and it comes down to one of these games, obviously what we'll do is it will be 2 of those 3 that we'll play to see whether we actually win, draw, lose, or end up in the playoffs. So that's how it's going to happen. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. Don't forget to look out for the new series. New episodes are from the bottom to the top, are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 34. It's out on Thursday. Until then, it's a very goodbye.